I'm going to grab my selection tool and I'm going to import a audio file here. So I select my project window, File, and Import. And I'm going to navigate back out into my audio folder and grab this audio folder, this audio file. Double click it, it loads up into the source window just like the other clips here. The difference is I can't actually just drag this down into my project here. I can see my project if I move my cursor towards the end of it. Right now it's only 7 seconds long, and this is a 4-minute clip, so obviously I don't need this much. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly select a small portion of it, just a few seconds of it. In that case, we got about 15 seconds. And if I want to drag this small selected area, I just grab this little guy right here. On video and audio, you have these little options right here if you just want to drag one or the other. You can see previously by default, when I drag the video down, the audio comes with it. I'm going to drag the audio only, and I'm going to put it into one of the audio tracks below. So you can see there are 3 video tracks and there's 3 audio tracks. When I brought my video down into video track 1, it placed my audio into audio track 1. You can have up to 99 of these tracks, but I would suggest really trying to stick with just a few tracks. I do almost all of my editing in about 2 tracks, honestly. When I come back here and I play this, you probably actually can't hear that just because of the way my system is setting up. But if you look over here, you can see the audio, and when I play this, is nice and loud here. And you can see the waveform down here, so you can actually see what that looks like. The audio on my video is actually quite, well, there's nothing there really. It's just some ambient sound. It's not important. But I do want to show you how to kind of tweak this audio a little bit. I'm just going to pull this up a little bit, just if I hold in the middle there. And now if I come down here between these tracks, I could actually expand this so I could see a little bit clearer what's going on here. This white line on this audio track, and of course all the audio tracks, is this white line between the left and the right channel, it's stereo sound, is the volume. So as I play this, you can see right now the audio from these 2 tracks combined is really quite high. We never want to have any clipping. We don't want my audio to go all the way up here. In general, we're looking for audio kind of around this -12. That gives us some space. So I want to lower the volume a little bit. If I simply, with my selection tool, with my regular old selection tool, if I just simply click on this white line and start dragging it down, as I pull that down, you'll see I get a little update there saying how many decibels I'm lowering it by. So I'm just going to lower it by about 4 decibels. And then when I play this, see it came down a little bit. It's not quite as loud. But it did the entire track. I could also do something called rubber banding the audio. So if I wanted to fade this audio in or fade it out, or if I had some vocals or something like that where someone sneezed or coughed, I could actually use what's called rubber banding to get rid of that. And the tool we're going to use for that is the pen tool. So I'm going to come over here for the pen tool. What the pen tool allows us to do is on these volume tracks, I could simply click to add a point. So I've added 1 point there, and I'm going to click over here and drag all the way down. Remember, this is the volume line, so if I pull it all the way down, now my volume is set to 0, and it's going to slowly ramp up over this time here, so about 27 frames, so it's about a second on 30 frames a second, up to what I now have as my full volume. So I now have the volume going from 0 to my full volume right here. I'm going to come up here, and just so we don't get confused, I'm going to mute this audio track up here, simply by clicking M. So now our volume unit meters over here are only going to show this. So when I play this, you're going to see a transition from 0 to full volume over here on the VU meters. That was a little fast. Let me actually stretch this out. Let's try that again. I'm going to rewind here and play. So that's a simple way to control your volume for, in this case, a music track, or if you actually had a vocal track as well.